What if I told you that you are consuming a substance every single day that alters your brain chemistry, hijacks your hormones, and structurally damages your organs from the inside out? It is not an illegal substance. It is likely sitting right there in your kitchen cabinet. The average person today consumes over 3 times the recommended daily limit of sugar without even realizing it. It is hidden in your pasta sauce, your salad dressings, your flavored yogurts, and your favorite health smoothies. But what actually happens inside your body the moment you swallow it? Why does it give you that sudden, euphoric burst of energy, only to leave you feeling completely exhausted, anxious, and foggy just an hour later? Today, we are diving deep into the exact medical science of what sugar does to your brain and your body, and I will give you a realistic, 3-step blueprint to break the cycle and reclaim your daily energy. Let's start at the very top, your brain. Your brain is an absolute energy hog. It weighs only about 2% of your total body weight, but it consumes roughly 20% of your body's daily energy, primarily in the form of glucose. But there is a massive biological difference between the natural sugars found in an apple and the highly concentrated added sugars found in a soda or pastry. Fruits contain fructose, while table sugar or white sugar, scientifically called sucrose, has glucose as well as fructose. The very second sugar touches your tongue, it activates your taste receptors. These receptors send an immediate, high-speed electrical signal straight to your cerebral cortex. This signal commands your brain's reward center to flood your entire nervous system with a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is the molecule of anticipation, pleasure, and motivation. It is the exact same neurotransmitter that fires up when people gamble, use social media, or abuse highly addictive substances. Your brain absolutely loves this feeling, records the memory of what caused it, and instantly commands you to do it again. But here is the biological catch. If you keep bombarding your system with high-sugar foods, your brain adapts to protect itself. To avoid being overwhelmed, it begins to blunt and down-regulate your dopamine receptors. This means you build up a physical tolerance. Next week, a single cookie won't give you that same joyful, energetic rush. You will need 2 cookies. Then you will need 3. You are now officially caught in a neurological sugar cravings trap, chasing a high that your brain is actively working to suppress. The damage doesn't stop at simple cravings. Have you ever experienced that brutal, unshakable 3 o'clock afternoon crash? That is the direct result of your blood sugar violently plummeting. When you spike your system with processed sugar, your brain signals your pancreas to panic. Your pancreas floods your bloodstream with a massive surge of insulin to clear the toxic glucose out of your blood as fast as possible. Because the insulin response is so aggressive, your blood sugar levels do not just return to normal. They violently plummet into a deep valley. This sudden crash deprives your brain cells of their steady energy supply. The immediate symptoms are brain fog, an inability to focus, extreme irritability, and intense physical fatigue. You feel like you need more sugar just to feel normal again, but if you maintain a high-sugar diet over months and years, the long-term neurological consequences become severe. Chronic sugar consumption lowers the production of a crucial protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. BDNF is essentially fertilizer for your brain cells. It is absolutely required for neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to learn new skills, adapt to changes, and form new memories. Without enough BDNF, your cognitive capacity actively shrinks. Furthermore, excess glucose causes severe neuroinflammation in the hippocampus, which is your brain's central command station for memory and emotional regulation. Extensive medical reviews have confirmed that individuals who consume diets high in added sugars have a significantly higher risk of developing clinical anxiety and deep depression due to this systemic inflammation and the constant disruption of dopaminergic signaling. Now, let's move below the neck and look at what happens to your physical body. When sugar enters your digestive tract, it breaks down into 2 main molecules, glucose and fructose. Glucose is easily used by almost every cell in your body, from your muscles to your heart, for immediate energy. But fructose is completely different. Fructose can only be processed by one single organ, your liver. Think of your liver like a small, highly specialized processing factory. When you eat a piece of fruit, the fructose enters your liver slowly because the fruit's natural fiber takes hours to digest. Your liver handles this easily. But when you drink a sugary soda or an iced coffee, a massive tidal wave of pure fructose hits your liver all at once. The processing plant is instantly overwhelmed. Your liver has no choice but to convert that excess sugar directly into fat. This leads directly to a condition known as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Your liver literally becomes marbled with visceral fat, which slows down your entire metabolic rate and causes severe internal inflammation. This fat accumulation completely breaks your body's natural appetite control system. Normally, your fat cells secrete a hormone called leptin. Leptin travels to your brain and acts as a biological fuel gauge, telling your brain that you have plenty of energy stored and can stop eating. However, high levels of fructose and the resulting liver fat completely block leptin from reaching its receptors in the brain. This creates a state called leptin resistance. Your brain is effectively blinded. Even if you have just consumed a massive, high-calorie, sugary meal, your brain genuinely believes your body is starving. This is why you can eat a massive dessert at the end of a heavy dinner and still feel an intense urge to keep snacking on sweets an hour later. Meanwhile, inside your cardiovascular system, that excess sugar is quietly devastating your blood vessels. When glucose levels remain consistently high, the sugar molecules bind to proteins and fats in your bloodstream in a destructive process called glycation. This creates harmful compounds that damage the delicate endothelial lining of your blood vessels. Your body responds by causing the walls of your arteries to inflame, stiffen, and dramatically thicken. According to extensive long-term cardiovascular research, a diet high in added sugars doubles your risk of dying from a heart attack or a stroke, completely independent of your actual body weight or fitness level. Eventually, your cells become utterly exhausted from the constant, heavy baseline of insulin required to manage your sugar intake. They begin to turn off their receptors, ignoring the insulin completely. This is the definition of insulin resistance. Because the cells are resisting, glucose builds up to toxic levels in your bloodstream, forcing your pancreas to work overtime until it eventually burns out. This is the direct, unbending pathway to the development of type 2 diabetes, nerve damage, kidney failure, and systemic health breakdown. Chronically high blood sugar damages the tiny blood vessels and filtering units, glomeruli, of the kidneys, impairing their ability to filter blood properly and potentially leading to kidney disease. All of this sounds incredibly terrifying, but here's the most important takeaway of this video. Your body is an incredibly resilient, self-healing machine. The very moment you stop bombarding your system with highly concentrated added sugars, your biology begins to rapidly heal. Your brain chemistry starts to reset. Your dopamine receptors regain their sensitivity. Your liver begins to clear out the accumulated fat, and your daily energy levels completely stabilize. You do not need to use extreme willpower or go on a miserable, restrictive starvation diet to fix this. You just need a strategic plan. Here is your highly effective, 3-step biological blueprint to break the sugar habit permanently without feeling deprived. Step number 1 is to entirely eliminate liquid sugars. Liquid is by far the most dangerous form of sugar in existence because it contains absolutely zero dietary fiber to slow it down. It bypasses normal digestion and hits your liver like a metabolic tsunami. Cut out the sodas, the heavily sweetened coffees, the energy drinks, and even the store-bought fruit juices, which are often just as high in sugar as soft drinks. Swap them for sparkling mineral water with a squeeze of fresh lemon or unsweetened herbal teas. Making this single change can effortlessly cut your daily added sugar intake by 50% overnight. Step number 2 is to enforce the 4-gram rule whenever you shop. When you look at the nutrition facts label on packaged food, ignore marketing claims like all natural or organic. Look directly at the line that says added sugars. Here is the math you need to memorize. Every 4 grams of sugar on that label equals 1 full teaspoon of pure white granulated sugar. If you pick up a breakfast granola bar that claims to be healthy, but the label shows 16 grams of added sugars, you need to realize you are eating 4 full teaspoons of pure sugar for breakfast. Aim exclusively for whole foods or processed items that contain less than 4 grams of added sugar per serving. Step number 3 is to crowd out your intense cravings using high-quality proteins and healthy fats. Do not try to simply starve your cravings through sheer mental discipline. When a severe sugar craving hits, it usually means your blood sugar has crashed and your brain is panicking for fast fuel. If you fight it with empty willpower, you will eventually lose. Instead, feed your body. Eat some nuts, 2 hard-boiled eggs, or half of an avocado. Healthy dietary fats and clean proteins stimulate satiety hormones like peptide YY and cholecystokinin. These hormones stabilize your blood sugar curve and actively mute the reward center in your brain, shutting down the craving at the chemical level before it takes over your choices. Remember, the goal here is not perfection. You do not need to banish sweetness from your life forever, and you do not need to fear the naturally occurring sugars found in whole, raw fruits. Fruit comes packed with water, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, cellular structure, and essential dietary fiber that slows down absorption, completely protecting your liver and brain from a dangerous spike. The entire goal of this journey is awareness. By taking conscious control of the hidden, processed, added sugars in your daily diet, you are giving yourself the ultimate gift of sharp mental focus, stable emotional moods, deep sleep, and a healthy heart. Take a close look at what you eat today, read the labels, and choose one small swap to start. Your brain and your body will thank you for years to come. Thanks for watching. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.